Myself, Dr. Prakash Rodiya, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Rajarshi Shahu Mahavidyalya, Autonomous Latur. Friends, today we are going to start the discussion over the labor cost. It is one of the most important component in the costing. First of all, we have to understand whom we can say labor. So friends, we can say labor means the human effort, both physical and mental. Those type of labor, they are working physically and they are contributing mentally, they refers to labor. Utilized in the production of goods and services. Generally, the business houses uses labor for production and the rendering of services. And most important thing is that it is one of the primary factor of the production. It is one of the primary factor, and this factor helps in the economies and accounting. Again, the question is, what is labor cost? So we can say labor cost refers to the total expenditure incurred by an organization over the labors. So what it include? It include the wages, salaries, bonus, overtime, and the other types of benefits given by the organization to the laborers. So it includes the overtime pay, the bonus, the benefits, the salaries, the labor related cost, and the all types of taxes that is given by the organization. Again, the different types of methods the organization follows for the timekeeping of the laborers. The traditional method is a manual method. In this method, the traditional system, that is attendance registered, is followed for the booking of time. Generally, when the labor enters in the organization at the working place, they register their name and time in the register, and again on the time of leaving of the organization or their workplace, they note out their time. This system is an attendance register. Then after, the mechanical method is come into existence. This method included the time clocks, or we can say punch card. At the time of entry and at the time of exit, the labor have to punch their card when they enter or exit in the organization. Now the electronic method is in application for the timekeeping of labors. In this system, the biometric system is one of the mostly useful technique. And again, the next and advanced technique is RFID based technique, which we generally uses to keep the time of labors in the organization. Now, the organization also keeps the payroll sheet of organization's working employees or laborers. This payroll sheet is a detailed document which include all types of contents related to the employee which the organization uses to pay the employee. This record include the salaries, the deductions, the bonus, overtime, and the net pay to the employees. So this particular payroll helps the organization to manage and process the employees' payments. This document helps the organization as well as laborers to know their payment records. Here I have included one sample payroll sheet. Here the organization can write the name of company, the month can be written here, as I have taken month as June 2023. Here the department can be mentioned, the designation of the employee, the location can be mentioned here, the bank name, the account number can be noted here, and here the total earnings of the employees are recorded. The earning in form of basic salary, DA, that is dearness allowance, house rent allowance, convenience allowance, medical allowance, special allowance if the organization pays to the employee or workers. So here the total of all these known as the gross salary. Then the reimbursement, if any, the organization pays, that is the medical expenses, can be included here. And the net salary is written here. The total number of days the organization has recorded in which the employee present in the organization. Here the deductions are recorded, such as professional tax, TDS, that is tax deducted at source, and employee provident fund, that is EPF. So here is the sum of total deductions. So this is the sample salary slip or pay slip is mentioned. Now the question arises related to the overtime. In an organization, when the employees or workers work beyond their stipulated time, known as the overtime. So in short, overtime refers to the additional hours worked by the organization's employee for the particular working purpose. So here, employee beyond their regular working hours works in the organization, in the company. And the company compensates the overtime with the extra pay. Such pay known as overtime, and commonly this overtime pays at higher rates because it encourages employee to give their contribution beyond the stipulated hours. Now friends, what is the labor turnover? Labor turnover is the rate to measure the rate of employees in an organization in which the employee live and replaced in the organization. So simply we can say it is the rate of living and replacing of employee in an organization. Why to count this labor turnover rate? Because it impacts your productivity, your cost, and in short the overall efficiency of the organization. So we generally count the labor turnover rate. Here the three most important methods are mentioned which generally organization uses to count the labor turnover. The first method is replacement method of labor turnover. The second method is separation method of labor turnover, and the third method is flux method of labor turnover. The replacement method have the formula, that is number of replacement upon average number of workers in the organization into 100. The separation method having formula number of separations upon average number of workers into 100. Whereas the flux method having the formula separations in the organization plus replacement in the organization upon average number of workers into 100. Let's count the labor turnover rate with the help of this simple example. The example is, in an organization there are total separations 10 in a year, total replacements are 8, total number of employees at the beginning were 60 and at the end were 40. So here how we can find the three turnover rates? Let's look out. First of all, we have to find the average workers. Here the 60 at the beginning, 40 at the end. So here 60 plus 40 by 2, we got 50 as an average worker. Now let's use all the methods one by one. First method is replacement method. So number of replacements are 8 in the particular year. Average number of employees are 50 into 100. We got the percentage 16% as a replacement rate. Let's find the separation rate. Here the separation method we have used. The total number of separations are 10. Thus 10 upon average number of employees, that is 50 into 100, we got 20 as a separation rate. Let's find the flux method and labor turnover. The formula is total number of separations plus total number of replacement, that is 10 plus 8 upon the average workers, that is 50 into 100, we got 36% as a labor turnover rate under flux method. Here, the another example is in front of you, friends. Here in the organization, total number of separations are 12, total number of replacements are 15, total number of employees at the beginning were 70 and at the end were 50. Let's find the average worker. 70 plus 50 upon 2, we got 60 as the average workers. Let's use the replacement method. Number of replacement were 15. So 15 upon average employee 60 into 100, we got 25%. Separation method, number of separations are 12. So 12 upon average number of employees 60 into 100, we got 20% as the separation turnover. Under the flux method, the labor turnover is number of separations are 12, number of replacement are 15. So 12 plus 15 upon average number of employees 16. 60 into 100, we got 45 as a labor turnover rate under flux method. So this is the so simple technique to find the labor turnover rate under these three separate methods. These are some of the example to solve yourself and find the labor turnover rate under replacement method, separation method and flux method. This example will help you to understand these three methods very effectively. The numbers values may be increase or decrease, but the formula and technique is one and the same to find the replacement rate, separation rate and the combination of all these two under the flux method. This is the another example. We can use this example to find again replacement method, separation method and the flux method. This is problem number 4. To find the answers, same technique we can follow and find the replacement, separation and flux method labor turnover. This is the last and problem number 5 to find the same. So at conclusion we can say that labor cost and turnover are the most important thing to know in an organization. It is the crucial for managing the workforce efficiency because the labor cost and the turnover itself gives the contribution in your workers efficiency and your business efficiency, as well as it is related to your business cost and also minimizing the associated other cost. For the labor turnover, we uses generally three methods: replacement method, separation method and the flux method. So this gives us the valuable insight into the employees' movement in the organization and we can make control over it. It is the essential and effective business management technique. So here in the today's session, friends, we have discussed over the labor cost, overtime and labor turnover. Thank you.